Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today we have a video that is requested once and I thought it was a great idea, so I'm hopping on it. I can't remember exactly who told me to do it, I'm sorry, but I know he subscribed, so I really do appreciate you know who you are. And so if you're watching this video, obviously this one is off of your idea, and I do appreciate that a lot. And yeah, so today we're going to be rebuilding the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're starting from week 10, so we actually have their roster, what it currently looks like post trade deadline. So we don't have James Robinson. We have Travis Etienne, Michael Hasty, Snoop Connor. Obviously, they signed Darrell Henderson. I'll see if he is in free agency, and if he is, I'll happily sign him. Christian Kirk here, a solid tight end room, nothing crazy. Brandon Sheriff, you could use some interior guys. Cam Robinson, they just signed back. Jawan Taylor's here as well. And then defensively, obviously a lot of bright spots. I want Chad Muma to play. I don't know what else to really say. I mean, Chad Muma was good, and I just wish he could have a little bit of a bigger role than he will. But Trayvon Walker here at left outside linebacker. Obviously, you guys know his story. Tyson Campbell's here. Trey Herndon and Tavon Campbell, I guess. So a lot of interesting guys at corner here, and Jamal Agnew's at wide receiver. I forgot about him. Zay Jones has really stepped up and played as like a wide receiver one this season at times, especially with Christian Kirk having his up and down games, obviously. So and then this interior could definitely use a little bit of work, but I think that even we can move Arden Key down to right end and kind of have that. But I mean, 72 overall isn't bad, but looking at this here, Fatukasi and Robertson Harris is here. And then Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker off the edges. And then Darius Williams in the slot corner role works. And then, yeah, those sub linebackers work for me. Travis Etienne and then Christian Kirk in the slot. All that is nice. All that is good. And Trevor Lawrence, obviously, bright spot. Superstar development and a very young quarterback. And then let's see who we have to negotiate with after this season, or I guess during this season. Josh Allen's here, Evan Ingram, Marvin Jones, Jawan Taylor, Dwayne Smoot. So we haven't really got too much money either to lay on the line. I think if Josh Allen wants to do like a 7 year, 8 mil over 8 mil deal, and that is a good offer, he will come back. That is a chunk of our money, and I don't think that we want to sign anybody else. Evan Ingram, sure, he can come back. He's great in Madden. I'll want him on a 5 year. He has interest in the team, and he does sign for that, and now we're really down to no money to sign anybody else, and I'm not sure if I wanted anybody else in the first place. Um, yeah, I mean, we're not in any place to make the playoffs or anything, so I think that we got everything done so far this season, so we can just move on. We actually end up finishing 7-10. Not bad, not bad. We finished the season off, I think, pretty strong. We were like 3-6 or something like that. So Trevor Lawrence throwing for the 15th most yards in the league. ETN actually was a good runner. Ran the ball great. Almost 5 yards per carry. Travis Etienne is a cheat code. Christian Kirk close to 1,300 yards is pretty good. And Foye Oluokun gets 151 tackles. And then Josh Allen was exceptional as always. And who had the 8.5 sacks is actually the rookie Trayvon Walker. Also had his interception. So, good starting season for us. And I think that we have some stuff to build on. Jawan Taylor is here. And I think this is the maximum amount of deal I'd give him. And he's going to test free agency. I didn't even see Jawan here. And I'm not, no way in hell am I going to franchise tag him. It's only 11 million. It's better than some. But I think that we will just stick with the team we have. I think that we can easily acquire a tackle if need be, whenever we need to. So I think we'll hop into free agency here. We're very minimum on funds, so we won't really be able to go out and spend a bunch of our money. But we'll see what we can do with $8.5 million. Jamel Dean would be a significant upgrade. That's just first look. So the only person I'm really like semi-interested in is Kenny Golladay. We'll see if we can get him. I'm sure we can. My signing, Kenny Golladay. Welcome onto the team. He's just on for 2 years. He's not going to be too big of an issue. Not a big cap casualty or anything. And he'll just kind of play a rental role for the first 2 seasons of the rebuild. And we're into the draft now. We actually have the 10th overall pick. And we'll go ahead and look at the top players in the draft and see if we want to even move up for one of them. And so far, I mean, no one's really like super intriguing. Everyone's kind of just good here and there. But I think that we can just sim to our pick and take the best player that we can get, because I think that that could help us in significant ways. And I think that's what I'll try to do in these rebuilds is kind of just sim to the pick that we're at and pick the best player unless there's like a very outstanding, that is very gettable player in the top 10. But we'll look around, we'll see who's here. This guy doesn't look great, and I don't want quarterback either. But this guy right here, Tyreek Hill. I'm not sure if he's as fast as Tyreek Hill. Close. But B block shedding, C power moves, A play rec. His finesse moves are up in the air. So this guy probably isn't my guy. But if I were to take a gamble, I wouldn't mind gambling on a guy like that with high upside. Sean Murphy right here looks good. This guard looks really good. We'll see what this guard is right here. I mean, guard is very boring, I know, but A lead block, B pass block, C run block. His power and finesse for pass block doesn't look good. I mean, overall, that's another pretty big gamble. Looks like we didn't really go in with our scouts here on just one position. And here is a tackle, C to F run block. That can be horrible. Left outside linebacker looks fine. This left tackle does not look bad right here. Larry May is not all that fast. B impact blocking, B lead blocking, C pass blocking. He just looks good. We'll go ahead and take him right away. Hidden development, 90 strength. Looks good. I think that he can definitely fit the left tackle build. Done deal. We're moving up in the draft just a little bit. There was someone I liked. We also need a backup tight end. I like Cole Turner. We didn't need Kenny Golladay. I forgot about Calvin Ridley, by the way. And then Robertson Harris was making so much money. It was this guy right here, Jonathan Jefferson. His physicals, solid strength, but elite agility, good acceleration, change of direction, jumping's good, speed's good. Everything is good on him. And then he looks great other than his pass block, finesse, and power. Those are kind of up in the air, run block and power, whatever. But still another tackle that I'm highly liking and someone that might be able to even move inside if he's good enough. And I seriously think we're about to go all offensive line top 3 picks. Glenn Bush is here. He doesn't look bad, but I'll keep looking, but this guy might be my last resort. All right, so scratch that other guy. It's actually going to be Dennis Davis, still an offensive lineman, but he's actually a center. I think I'll just pull the trigger on him right now. I don't see the point not to. And yeah, this is kind of weird, but we're going to trade for Brian Burns. All of a sudden, Foye Oluokun is making way too much money. We add in our next year first. It's probably not going to be the 1-1, but I wouldn't be surprised, right? But I think that's a good deal. We had to make it. This team is an absolute mess right now. Like, Brian Burns, I think Fadakasi's got to go. Devon Hamilton will need someone else interior. And then this isn't actually, like, who will be rushing off the edge. It'll be actually Trayvon Walker. Maybe move him down to edge. Calebon Chason can take over after him. Middle linebackers are developing pieces. Josh Allen we signed back. And then corners are a little old, especially Darius Williams. Listen, I know we're giving up a bunch of future draft capital, but I think this deal had to go through. If we can get him CJ Gardner-Johnson for this cheap, I know it's unrealistic and everything, but who said this is a realistic rebuild? Those will probably be later in the year if I had to guess. But right now, we're just playing for some key players that can help us in the long run. Done deal. We get Yeturgos Matos and CJ Henderson. Get rid of the cap casualty man himself. $17.5 million a year. Cam Robinson off the damn team. And we finished the draft just like that. Sim the rest of the picks. We weren't too worried about it. And overall, the top picks were good. We get both the left tackle, right tackle, start immediately. Dennis Davis. All of them are 22 years old. All of them will work together, and then a 68 overall receiver down the board isn't too bad, but yeah, we definitely improved where we had to, as long as this early goes, right? But other than that, this team is a straight up mess, especially with cap. The cap room is awful. They're spending a lot of money on a lot of too good players or a lot of really bad players. It all depends on who they're spending their money on, because I can go straight to Trade Center here. And I'll show you guys all the pointless money that they're spending. Obviously, these in-game contracts are, from real life. Christian Kirk, obviously, Calvin Ridley, those two need to be paid. Not quite that much, though. I think that they could have gotten Christian Kirk for a lot cheaper. But, whatever, right? But, right guard, Brandon Sheriff, 31 years old. Do you really want to pay him that much? Left end, Brian Burns. We have to pay him, of course. I mean, he's a stud. Your Gross Matos isn't making much. These guys, fine, right? All this stuff is fine until you come up on guys like Shaquille Griffin. $13 million, not bad, but not great either. And then Rayshawn Jenkins is making $8.25 million at 29 years old. And I'll actually look to see if anyone has interest in him really quick. Yeah, I don't think anybody will, but might as well check. And we'll just go ahead and trade for a third really quick. Just get some draft capital back. We actually got Rayshawn Jenkins out of the way now. So, yeah, I mean, we still got a lot of work to do on this team. That's for sure. And we're back for year 2. I mean, you guys have just seen all this, right? So, I don't really have to go over the team with you guys, but I kind of have to get I have to re-catch myself up. How about that? We could use someone else in the interior at the defensive tackle spot because your Gross Matos is like 256 pounds or like 200, something around that. So we might be able to make a trade for something worthless. I'll check. And this is a done deal. Give back, Walker Little, Kayvon Chason, and a second. Basically, I've traded our whole draft away, but basically we get back Kelvin Joseph and Osa Odigizua just to help us out. And it's a done deal. We send, 3 assets across for Nate Hobbs to help us out on like either a boundary. He might play the slot corner, but basically we're looking at Tyson Campbell, Nate Hobbs, and Shaquille Griffin. Griffin's still getting paid like crazy, but I think we'll just let him go when the time comes, and then be able to replace with like a bigger guy and keep these 2, and then Kelvin Joseph as the 4th. I think that works well enough. And for as far as the draft goes, these are our last 2 picks. Might as well try to trade them away now. Literally doing this for the shits and giggles. We just got Brandon Ayuk. Why not? I don't know if he's been extended yet, but yeah, I guess we could use him and maybe trade away one of these big receivers, whether Christian Kirk or Calvin Ridley, or just to keep this elite top 4 receivers right here. We'd have Zay Jones, Calvin Ridley, Brandon Ayuk right now is not making too much money, but I'm assuming that we'd have to sign him in these next 2 years, possibly this year. Christian Kirk is here as well. Just one of them's getting paid way too much, and we might just have to let him walk. But we can definitely use a guard right now. If anything, if we were to trade for anything else, it'd be a guard for sure. And we'll just go ahead and acquire Ezra Cleveland for the back half of our draft next year. And using a this year 7th and next year 7th and Andre Cisco, we'll just upgrade to Julian Blackmon. 2 overalls, and he's 25. I know Andre Cisco was 23, but we're not looking for long-term anyways. So, the team kind of just got a little bit better now, and we'll try to generate best of the lineup over here. Confirm. Christian Kirk, I probably want Brandon Ayuk over here. He probably will play the slot role. And, I like what we're seeing here. Ezra Cleveland will come in and play. Obviously, we can have a developing offensive line with Brandon Scherf helping him in that direction. Cole Turner at a tight end 2 is kind of a liability in a way. Travis Etienne, we look to be pretty good. And then defensively, Julian Blackmon, CJ Gardner-Johnson, and then obviously all these guys, very solid. And then looking at specialists here, Tyson Campbell playing the slot is what I was thinking. You got these 3 here. Trayvon Walker might even sign in as a sub linebacker. Rush right end, rush left end, Brian Burns, and then these 2 up the middle. We are looking very solid right now, and I think that we have a good chance to put up a good record. Well, I lied. We are 0-6. Yeah, what I think we're going to have to do here is just do the good old team schemes and have to switch some of those. So this team apparently sucks, so I don't really know what to do. We'll look at players ready to negotiate, and this might decide whether or not we trade some of these guys away. Brandon Ayuk's going to want so much money. I will happily give him a deal like this, and he's got it. And Brian Burns is here. Yeah, Calvin Ridley is good as gone. Julian Blackmon's supposed to be like a rental. Brian Burns needs to be extended too. Luckily, we have the money, but if we didn't, we'd have been so screwed. At 11, and then I'll go to 10.5 here. And are you kidding me? You're not going to take that deal. I think Julian Blackmon, he can come back. 3 years, I'm fine with. If he wants to take this deal right away, he will. He had interest in the team. I didn't really expect anything less. Devon Hamilton, I'll sign back because he has interest in the team. He's still decently young. I think that this deal could go through. and it does. And looking past, I mean, Ezra Cleveland's here as well. I'm down to keep him developing with the rest of the line, and this deal should do it. No way. Yuturgos Matos, not interested. Ben Barch, not interested. Chris Claybrooks, not interested either. So Ben Barch, I think Shaquille Griffin, and Calvin Ridley all have to go. All right, we do go ahead and grab the Bengals first round pick. I don't anticipate it to be high at all, but we give them Calvin Ridley and Ben Barch, and it's a done deal. We upgrade our second round pick to with Shaquille Griffin and Yuturgos Matos, who are out of here anyways, not serving any purpose. We will get back in first in order for the Colts to do, whatever they do. For the rest of the season, it'll matter for our pick. Now we have 3 first-round picks this year, and now we have holes at the right end spot, which doesn't matter because he's not like rushing off the right end. And then at corner 1 and 4. So basically, we just need an additional corner. I wouldn't say that we're quite tanking, but I would just say that we don't really care anymore, and that we have to come back next week to try to sign these 2 absolute studs right here, Ezra Cleveland and Brian Burns. So hopefully we can get a deal done there. I'll let you guys know. It's hard to get these deals done. Maybe we can win our first game against New England here, against on the new KC playbook. Of course I put KC on. We lost, so we're still 0-7. It's a good thing in a way. I mean, depends on how you look at it, but I find it as a good thing. Brian Burns here. We will try to knock his offer up. I'll go 11.5 and 11.5. And that's got to get it done, and it does, which is good. Ezra Cleveland, last offer I put on him. 3.5 over 3. Feels expensive, but I guess he's re-signed, so we did what we had to do. And I guess go to the offseason now. There's no way in hell we're making playoffs. And we will go look at the stats for the team now. I think that could be done. T-Law over here, 4,600 yards, 30 touchdowns. Seen better, seen worse. ETN was not nearly as good as I thought he would be. Christian Kirk put up crazy numbers. Brandon Ayuk, 1 yard off of a 1,000-yard season is rough. Defensively, this is exactly what we needed. Devin Lloyd will be up a depth trait. And Chad Muma might find himself going up. 7 TFLs, 1.5 sacks. No interceptions, though. Still really good stuff. And then pass deflections. Obviously, Nate Hobbs did good, too. Had 107 tackles and interception. But Tyson Campbell with 3 of them in the slot corner position, I guess, really worked out. Julian Blackman playing well for his first year here. CJ Gardner-Johnson was here. Did play good. Kelvin Joseph even had an interception. So, not great numbers, and we finished the season at a stunning 2-15. So, puts us in a good draft pick spot. I think we still have ours, so we should be fine. And now we have free agency, and we also have a little bit of funds this season. We have the 90 mil or close to 90 million. Not going to make that mistake again. Could use another running back. All things considered, could use another running back, but I'm not too invested yet. And then, yeah, Marquise Brown's here. We've got a good receiving class right here, but only one of them has interest, and that's Marquise Brown. But it is not mutual. I would not like him on my team. Maybe if someone, like, down the board a little bit. Laviska Shenault we can bring back. He was a Jag, right? I think he was he was definitely a Jaguar. What am I talking about? Adam Troutman's here. He's good. He could play good depth. I guess offer him a 5-year. He's 27. And then go down on the money quite a bit. But with that much interest, it shouldn't matter too much unless he has other offers, which he doesn't. But at left tackle, we have that Larry May kid that's doing good developing. I could switch him over to right tackle and fit Jedrick Wills in, but I don't really see the reason to. I think we just keep our young offensive line and keep that coming. Unless someone here is like really good, like Mike Onwenu. 26 years old. He's got semi-good interest in the team. I'd do this for him. I mean, it looks like a good deal to me on paper, but we'll see what other teams are paying for him, and so far, nobody. Robert Hunt is here as well. Tristan Wirfs is here. He's got to be worth like $10 million a year. Way over that. I meant like salary-wise itself, but looking at the bonus. I'm not affording a guy like Tristan Wirfs to just come play tackle for me. It's not happening. I just don't see a reason to make it happen. Bryce Huff's here. Ooh, we could use someone off the edge, and no one better than Bryce Huff like that. Go 5, and then with so much interest, I think that he should come on for that even. It's not a cheap deal at all for what I thought it would be. And Ed Oliver, we could use an upgrade on the interior, and Ed Oliver has interest in the team, lots of it. So looking at a potentially huge free agency class, also could use a corner if a stud is here. And if we're going for it all, then I'd want Darius Slay, but he's probably going to be worth like close to 20 a year. Not even close, but I'd rather go with the guy down the board with Cam Dantzler, who's only 25. Kind of knows what he's doing. Superstar development. We're going to have to overpay like crazy for him. But I'm perfectly fine with that superstar development. And we'll go to targeted, go to top 100, and look at our offers here. Any of them don't look unrealistic? No, not all of them look good, realistic, and we still would have $50 million to sign everybody the following year. Go ahead and evaluate the offers. And we got every single one of them, which is huge, and I'm super happy for that. And we can even go back and try to get some more. And yeah, this will be our second round. I know it's probably not smart to get a guy like Elgton Jenkins, but we're in the lead for him. If we get him, we get him. If not, no worries. And then Xavier McKinney, John Ross, Cade York, and Ronald Jones. I don't know if I'm making a mistake with Elgton, but I think that it had to be done. And did we get him, though? It did not look like we got him, so that's actually a good thing. Xavier McKinney is being bet on high, but we could really use a guy like him. John Ross, not worried about. And then who else did we get from that second round? I don't think we got any of them. So we're going to have to go ahead and renegotiate with our guy here. Go up on the deal and make it a tip-top deal with Xavier McKinney. Try to give him all the money. And yeah, I can't even remember who we missed out on other than Elgton Jenkins. I forgot who else I tried to sign. And we do bring in Xavier McKinney, and I can almost guarantee you we will get both of these guys, John Ross and Ronald Jones. But it might just take a little bit more time than the other guys. But yeah, Mike Onwenu, Xavier McKinney, Ed Oliver, Cam Dantzler, Bryce Huff, Adam Troutman, and Cade York. Pretty big class, and I'm pretty happy with it. No, we did not have our first overall pick. I'm guessing that the Panthers did, as they are 1-1. I can't ever remember making a trade with any of the other teams other than the Bears. So, I mean, I'm not sure. But we are going to look at the board, make sure that there's nobody here that we don't want to trade up for that doesn't look too good. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe this guy right here, Elijah Davidson, looks crazy good. Stephon Peppers right here looks good. It doesn't look great, but he looks good. And then at right tackle, I mean, this guy even looks good. Middle linebacker, that guy looks decent. Just not really positions of need for me. I think if I were to take anything, it'd be like a tackle. But I think we're going to just end up trading our picks, if I'm being completely honest. This is not an overwhelmingly good class with like positions I need. So I think that we can go ahead and make maybe a trade or two. I mean, this guy looks good right here. Zachary Cochran. He looks good. Don't get me wrong. And then this defensive tackle could be good. But I don't know. It's just not really like I don't know. We'll look. Blockbuster trade, by the way. We just traded for T. Higgins. Sure. Done deal. Zay Jones, cap casualty. Julian Blackman, a leftover, and 10 for number 25 it's actually first round next year for 25 this year. Get Avonte Maddox, Landon Dickerson, who we'll put at tackle or fix something up, but someone needs to go to tackle. And we'll get L'Jarius Sneed. There's like a glitch. That's supposed to be Avonte Maddox. And yeah, we trade 29 backup right tackle and Avonte Maddox for L'Jarius Sneed. So, yeah, I guess we're basically going for it all. We're making a lot of big time trades here, and perhaps have the best corner room in the league. Probably trade one of these guys away, honestly. And it's a done deal. We trade Chad Muma, Kelvin Joseph in the first round away for Jordan Brooks. We just needed to fill linebacker. Chad Muma was not getting the job done. He's maybe putting up the numbers, but we just need someone a little bit better in that spot. So here's the team and what it looks like. We've got this guy, May, on the left tackle. Left guard is Landon Dickerson. Ezra Cleveland at center. Brandon Scherf at right guard. Right tackle, I moved Mike Onwenu over there. Evan Ingram at starting tight end. Backup tight end, Adam Troutman. T. Higgins, Christian Kirk, of course. Brandon Ayuk. Trevor Lawrence, Ronald Jones here at the backup running back spot. And then defensively, Xavier McKinney was a big acquisition. I don't know. CJ Gardner-Johnson here. And then Trayvon Walker's not playing the rush part like we wanted him to because of the addition of Brian Burns here. And yeah, I mean, take a look at this team. I mean, we're very good, and hopefully we can put this team to work this season and actually get into a rhythm and get going. And we are actually 4-2 here at the midseason mark. 87 offense, 87 defense, 87 overall. I'm curious what the numbers look like, though. That's what I'm curious about. Trevor Lawrence not throwing anything too stellar, hopefully keeping the interceptions to a meet. Oh, wow, yeah, that is quite the interception number right there. Ronald Jones and Travis Etienne both here, not rushing particularly well. Brandon Ayuk, 500 yards, leads the team. T. Higgins, not too far off. Man, pretty far off, but whatever, you know what I'm saying. And then at tackles, Devin Lloyd leading the team. Tyson Campbell, Jordan Brooks is right here. And then tackles for loss, Brian Burns with 10, Josh Allen with 6, Ed Oliver with 6, Devin Lloyd with 5. Pretty good numbers right there. Brian Burns with 5 sacks as well. Josh Allen at only 1.5, tied with Oliver. L'Jarius Sneed has an interception, Xavier McKinney and Trayvon Walker, so pretty good stuff right there from our guys. And look to continue the good season. And yeah, I mean, that's as good as the season can go, right? We're 7-10. You know, we didn't make the playoffs. Don't expect to with an 87 overall team or anything like that. I hate this game. I don't know what else I can really do about this team other than forget to re-sign people at the midseason mark. So crap. We are an 89 offense, 88 defense, 88 overall, and we're 7-10. Madden's good. I will look at the end of the year stats. Trevor Lawrence was 6th in the league in passing yards. I do like that part of it, but other than that, nothing good. I mean, T. Higgins, Brandon Ayuk, and Evan Ingram all over 1,000 is good. It's great, right? T. Higgins really shined that last half of the season. And defensively, Devin Lloyd will just keep racking up tackles. Jordan Brooks not too far behind. Brian Burns, 14. Josh Allen, 14 TFLs, 11 for Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd's crazy good. Brian Burns had 11 sacks and interception. Jordan Brooks had 5 of them. L'Jarius Sneed had 2. Xavier McKinney had 2. Devin Lloyd has 1. Trayvon Walker with 1. Nate Hobbs, CJ Gardner-Johnson. So do with that as you will, but I mean, it's just a bad season. We went 7-10. All right, so we have actually Trevor Lawrence, who would probably take all of our money. Landon Dickerson, Tyson Campbell, Nate Hobbs, Travis Etienne, Brandon Scherf, all ready to re-sign, but I think Trevor Lawrence is literally going to take everything we have. And by no surprise, it looks like he is. And he wants a lot of money because he does not like the team, but hopefully. Dude, how much is it to franchise tag a quarterback? Yeah, no. It's not happening. We're switching quarterbacks. Yeah, Landon Dickerson, young lad. No interest in the team, so we're probably going to have to overpay on him as well. It's a perfect offer. I can't wait till next year. I wish I did this at midseason mark. Would not be in this situation right now. I couldn't go without Tyson Campbell. I love myself some Tyson Campbell here. Does have more interest than Nate Hobbs as well. Get that offer done. Get that deal good and ready. Brandon Scherf, I'm not ready to bring back. Travis Etienne, though. Yeah, sure. If he wants to come back for this, that's fine. He will. Running backs are severely underpaid in the league, by the way, compared to like other guys. For how big of an impact some of them actually play, then yeah, Trevor Lawrence is just not coming back. Nate Hobbs doesn't have interest, and I don't have interest in him, and he plays the boundary. Asks for more money. He's 26 years old. Brandon Scherf, how much does he want? Oh, it's actually not bad, and he has so much interest in the team. I'd be down for a 2-year deal. If he takes this, I'd be fine with it. And yeah, he stays with the team. So that's good. We only lose a corner, which we can get like a 4th one because we also have Cam Dantzler. And then the quarterback, that's nothing big. Let's go to free agency. So this will be our go-to right here. Kyle Pitts was here, by the way. And, I mean, interest in the team. I thought I might take advantage of that. Aaron Jones, if we're going to be signing Trey Lance, then, yeah, we're going to have to give him all the help we can. So I think we'll give Trey Lance an offer, and we'll try to bring on Aaron Jones, give him a lot of help. With Kyle Pitts and Aaron Jones. C.J. Henderson here is kind of the 4th corner. No way in hell are we getting him. Why do the Chargers have so much interest in him? I have to go sign another corner, and then I'll let you guys know. And, yeah, we get Trey Lance, Troy Pride Jr., and Aaron Jones, and still just waiting on, Kyle Pitts here. We do still have the leading offer for him. I don't think I'm going to shop anywhere else. I think that it'd be safe to just try to evaluate the offers, and it's still not going through. Go one more time. Still won't go through. I don't know. I really do want him. I know we have Evan Ingram and Adam Troutman, but I really do want him, and I think that that deal was the one I did right there. And if not, I mean, we'll see. I mean, obviously I have to skip the week, blah 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 blah. And yeah, we did get Kyle Pitts, 24-year-old, 93 overall tight end. Aaron Jones, we bring in Troy Pride, and then of course Trey Lance, the QB of the future. I don't know what the deal is at quarterback. We might trade for one. I'm not sure if we'll stick with him. It'll be weird. Might even draft one. So as you can tell, we've already traded away every single pick in this draft. I guess you guys can't tell anymore, but the quarterbacks are here. And this one does look especially good right here. Matthew Jaguars and physicals. I mean, he's pretty fast too. B play action, A, B. Be under pressure, be throw on the run. This guy looks like the guy, all right? I might have to trade up, all right? Let me tell you, I will simulate this pick right here, skip ahead, and hopefully they don't pick the quarterback, and they do. So, does that narrow it down for me? I don't know. I mean, I didn't even care to look at the other guy, but this guy can also be pretty good, I guess. Marvin Peterman, let's see here. Speed's marginal, not great. A awareness, C. A under pressure, B. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but I just don't feel like trading up all the way for a guy like him. If there's a guy down like a little bit further, I'd take like a top 20 guy and maybe take a chance like this guy right here with a couple of good qualities. Travis Whittaker, he has good speed. A break sack, A awareness, good. It tells for overall. A under pressure, A throw on the run. This guy actually looks insane. At 16, so I think I'll trade up to like number 6 or something, or like I'll see what I can do. And it's a done deal. So in next year first, Trey Lance up for number 8, and hopefully that quarterback doesn't go. But I also want to do something else, if I may. And yeah, this goes through. And next year, 3rd and 4th, Christian Kirk across for Chris Olave, who will be due for an extension. I'm sure of it, but he won't be nearly as expensive as the other guy. But yeah, looking at the draft board, I think he was 16 picks down. We got number 8, I think. We're trying to be, yeah, we got 8, and he is 16 picks down. I might even, maybe might trade up to, again, like, to get the guy that we want. Might trade up with, like, the Niners or something. I'll see what I can do. And we'll send a 6th, the next year's 2nd, to move up, 3 picks. So we're good there. And we're up to number 5 now. So I think that we're safe to just go ahead and skip across, see who these teams take. And just like that, I know it's a bit of a reach going up all the way to number 5 to get a guy that's probably 10 or 11 spots down. But you guys don't understand how bad I've been robbed in the past. So we'll take Travis Whittaker right here. Whittaker. I think it's Whittaker. I'm going to say Whittaker. And he looks good. He looks insane. And I think that we might have ourselves a stud quarterback that we believe in. 90 throw power as well. Guy should be a stud, instantly good, and should see him take the reins. And we'll get our first look at this kid, our only lone draft pick in the... Oh, wow. He's a 71 overall? How so? What makes him so low? He looks so good. Play action is good. No way, he's wearing number 20 right now. That is crazy. I'm so curious what makes him so low of an overall. I don't know, really. We're going to edit that number right away, though. I'm not hopping into like a Super Bowl with a quarterback wearing number 20. It's not... no number is under 20. That's why I did it. So we'll go to number 99 then. Quarterback wearing number 99 is absolutely beautiful. I'm just kidding. We'll have to make a change there. I'll do it on my own time. All right, we're back with another season of this rebuild right here. And I know you guys just saw the team. So we're in a weird situation. We're an 88 overall. And we actually have a rookie quarterback. So I don't know why I actually went into this. I want him to have a great performance. I didn't even mean to click that. Whittaker needs to do well. That's all we're down to is Whittaker needs to do well. If we're going to have a chance here at the chip, we are an 88 overall team. led by a rookie quarterback. And in this game, I've seen a rookie quarterback do some crazy stuff. So we're going to see what we can do. And just the performance I like to see. We are 4-2 to start off the season. I'm curious what our rookie quarterback is doing. He's not taking the team to any promised land, but he's doing good as far as a rookie quarterback goes. Aaron Jones, 5.3 per carry. He's very solid receiving-wise. Brandon Ayuk getting to work. T. Higgins doing well. Kyle Pitts also okay. We gave the rookie quarterback the weapons. Now he just needs to put it together and have ourselves a winning season. Go and upgrade players. Now I'm sure Whitaker would be in here. I'm not going to even try to look for him. It's probably way too many players. 16 players. I could have gone through that and looked for him, but didn't choose to. And players ready to negotiate. Who exactly are we looking at here? Chris Olave, of course, didn't even seem to play a role. Trayvon Walker here can't be worth too much. He's worth way too much, actually, due to that outside linebacker, put on him. And then Devin Lloyd, I'm willing to pay him the world, honestly. He's been very solid for us, and superstar development helps his case out a little bit more. We have 27 million. Now if we can pay it on Chris Olave, that would be wonderful. 5.5, we'd still have money in the bank. Can we make that? I could find a better team in free agency. So, yeah, interest really isn't there. But Trayvon Walker, I don't have interest at all on bringing him in. And so, what that calls for is a trade. Done deal. Evan Ingram is gone. Trayvon Walker in a 5th round for a 2nd round, a backup tight end, and Arnold Ebiketie. We actually made the playoffs. Believe it or not, we are 9-8. And I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna, how it's gonna end out. But we are really good. To only go 9-8 is crazy. But we'll see what sort of numbers the rookie put up. Very good numbers his first year. 4,600 yards, 33 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions. Very solid. Aaron Jones on 5 yards per carry. Maybe you need to go through him a little bit more. But Travis Etienne also getting pretty involved. Brandon Ayuk went for 1,500 yards on the season. Talk about getting used in the slot. I think that's probably the role he played. Very solid, and we'll go ahead and advance week by week. Look at how far we can make it into this playoff run. And we lose 52-14. Well, that was fun. We're a 91 overall offense, 90 overall defense, and a 90 overall altogether. And let's look at who we have to sign back after all. Snoop Connor, not interested. None of these guys I'm really interested in. They can all walk. I don't care. Is basically what I'm trying to say, and let's go see this free agency class. And the only offer I have is Trey McBride, and I'm sure he'll join us. And he does, so we got Trey McBride from this free agency class, and that's about it. We'll go ahead and start the draft now. And we're in. And we've got round 2 pick, numero dos. And, I'll look on the board, see if anyone's, really good here. And might make a move up if we want to, but, very low chances we do that. Corner is supposed to go top 2 overall. None of these guys look surprisingly great. So I got this trade to go through, right? But it says, unfortunately, we can't consider this offer will put us over the salary cap, right? We're nowhere near over the salary cap. And that's just another thing that happens in this game. It's very stupid. And, this is just a deal that I had to make. It's fun. Cole Kmet for Adam Trotman. Giving a 2nd and a 7th in compensation for those 4 overalls of elite. And now we have probably the best tight end room in all of football. Kyle Pitts, Cole Kmet, and Trey McBride. I don't think it gets better than that. Okay, so here's a little look at the team. Whitaker is a superstar development player right now. Aaron Jones, of course, Travis Etienne is there as well. But, look at all these guys, right? How can we lose? Defensively, awesome. We're defensively awesome as well, and Cam Dantzler is up to superstar. I guess he can play back in the spot he was in. I'm not sure if he was in number 2 or 3 spot, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. But yeah, superstar X Factor, number 3, of course. He's a very solid kid. We should be very good, is what I'm trying to say. Might move to KC Playbook just to make it work a little bit easier for us and make it flow a little bit more effortlessly, I guess. And it'll be interesting to see what this team can do here in year, I think, number 5 or 6 now. pretty deep into this thing. Yeah, I hate to brag or anything, but we're 6-0 to start the season, and this ain't a joke. We are plowing through the league right now. Not with Travis, despite Travis Whitaker right now throwing for some pretty trash numbers, if I can't lie. Aaron Jones took a little bit of that step back, but receiving wise, Kyle Pitts heavily involved. T. Higgins, 378, 348, 9, and then 348. Aaron Jones also getting involved here. We've got a lot of spread throughout this offense, and I think that if we could really take the step here in the second year, I think it's our defense holding us afloat right now. Let's see. Offensive, yeah, it's literally our defense. We're 6-2-4. We've got the sixth overall defense in the league right now. At a 90 overall team, I don't think it gets better than us right now in the league. Might be the only undefeated team left. I wouldn't be surprised if there was someone else. The Texans are 6-1, by the way. Their playbook's actually something else. But yeah, we're the only undefeated team left in the league. So I'm curious how long that can last, really. But we're going to look into contracts right here, see who there is to re-sign. T. Higgins, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Probably trade Brandon Sheriff, if I'm being honest. Cole Kmet can go. Larry May probably won't back. Larry May is probably, I hate to say it, but he's probably the most important one. And he's massive, big contract. See if he signs on for this. He does. And we're down to 54 million left. Probably want C.J. Gardner-Johnson next. He'll be a buttload of money for sure. Does have interest in the team. And looks like he will stay. T. Higgins or L'Jarius Sneed. I think I can trade 3 of these guys for an elite corner and guard. And then sign back T. Higgins. He's going to be worth quite the money. Quite the bit of money here. Especially if he doesn't have interest in the team. We'll go to 13 million, 9 million. A deal needs to account for my interest to be here. That puts us in a bad situation. Yeah, we get Michael Pittman, but I forgot to add any extra guards or backup tight ends to the trade. So we straight up just got really finessed on accident. But yeah, we got Michael Pittman Jr. Okay, 2 seconds, 1 this year, next year, and then Joseph Osai will get me Sierra, the tight end that we need. And we'll send off a 3rd and 4th this year, 1 next year for John Runyon. So overall, the team really didn't take too big of a hit. I mean, Sierra is a superstar development player as well. I didn't even notice that. But defensively, we still are very solid despite whoever the hell we traded away. I can't even remember if we traded away anyone on defense. I don't think we did. But we're still very solid here, and I think that we can still perform at a very high level. Ed Oliver, obviously playing well. I mean, we didn't even check defensive stats last year. But, yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how we can end off the season. Whitaker's already up to 79 overall. We've got a breakout wide receiver. I don't even know who that is going to be. And then players ready to negotiate. We really don't have to worry about anyone anymore. Brandon Scherf's gone. Signed back L'Jarius Sneed. Everybody else is nobody I care about. So, yeah. Yeah, this is about the best season I've ever had on Madden, by the way. 15-2. Our defense was number 1 overall, and our offense was number 5. I didn't mean to click schedule. I'm just too excited right now to process what the hell is going on. Never seen anything like this, ever. Travis Whitaker even had a bad season. I mean, not bad, but I mean, when you have the number 1 overall, number 1 overall offense, you expect a little bit more. Running back by committee was really good. Receiving was fine. I don't even see how the offense scored that much, but defensively, tackles, not that we weren't on the field all that much anyways. I mean, not too many tackles going around. Tackles for loss, by the way, I mean, 4 guys at 10 is crazy. Bryce Huff at 7 as well. Devin Lloyd at 3. But Brian Burns, 16 sacks. Ed Oliver, 8. Josh Allen, 7.5. One hell of a season that we just had at 15-2. And if we don't win this year, I'm curious what, Madden's smoking. That is crazy what we're doing right now. And I don't see it ending anytime soon as we've been playing some very good football. Go ahead. I mean, we have the first round bye at a 91 overall team is so nuts. We have a 92 offense, 91 defense, and a 91 overall team. And, I mean, should we look at the roster one more time before we start simulating through the playoffs? But, I mean, these guys, this offensive line, solid. I mean, the left side to the middle is kind of and then Mike Onwenu is really good. But these two, Brandon Ayuk, Chris Olave, Michael Pittman Jr., playing up 3 overalls with morale. Nick Sierra also playing at that starting fullback at being at tight end too. But I mean, it's very solid, very good team defensively. obviously very solid as well. So, I mean, we look to do well, and we mean well, and we're going to probably somehow lose. Knock on that wood, but um, yeah, we lost 45-21 in the wild or in the divisional. So what can I tell you? Madden. And yeah, something perked my attention really fast. Derek Brown's here. We won't be able to afford him. I thought that maybe we might be able to, but it does not look like we will be able to afford him. Looking around now, I don't see anyone I'd like. Austin Corbett, no. Yeah, I just don't think that we need anybody. I think that we are pretty good where we stand, and I'm good to watch this team keep going. And I have no use for my first round pick at all, dude. I have no use for it. I don't need one singular thing from this first round draft at all. So go to 28 here. Go ahead and look around for someone I can trade away. Maybe free up some space, upgrade at a position or two. And yeah, we did need a wide receiver 4, and I think Donovan Peoples-Jones is like the perfect wide receiver 4. And now our wide receiver room looks like this: Chris Olave, Michael Pittman Jr., Brandon Ayuk, and then Donovan Peoples-Jones. Then it falls off to just a bunch of nobodies. But yeah, I think that we're solid. I don't think that we need an upgrade anywhere else. Our worst position is actually QB at an 81 overall with Travis Whitaker, and I'm down to stick with them. So yeah, we're sitting at a 91 overall heading into the next season. And one thing I do like about having the rookie quarterback was we're not spending $25 million on a valuable quarterback. We're gunslinging with an 81 overall, soon to be 82 overall superstar quarterback that is getting paid less than $5 million a year, if I had to guess. And yeah, I mean, that's all I could really guess. But we're playing well, and I don't think we really need to change anything up. We're dealing with like the same team for 3 years straight. John Runyon, basically the only other change other than Michael Pittman Jr. T. Higgins gone, new quarterback, so new tight ends, obviously. But yeah, we're basically keeping the base of the team the same, keeping the same great players, and we'll move to the next season. All right, we're ready to move another season here with this Jacksonville team. I want to take a quick look over it, make sure everything is okay, brief myself on it, because if you guys don't know, this is another day for me. Of course, the team looks very solid. All superstars across this line right here, and then superstar, X Factor, and superstar. Defensively, superstars. I mean, you got X Factors, superstars, Arnold Ebiketie. Yeah, they look good. Cam Dantzler, of course. I mean, we can put him up in that corner 2 spot right there over Tyson Campbell. Still very young. I think Tyson Campbell's like 26 or 27 in this simulation already. So we'll go to midseason, see how we do. And we are 4-3 after having probably the best season football has seen in a while. We started 4-3, already more total losses than we had all of last season. We went 15-2, if you guys don't remember, because I do. Yeah, I mean, we're here against the 2-5 Texans, who should put up kind of a fight. But I'm curious to see who's ready to negotiate. I'm sure it's a couple of big names. I don't want Aaron Jones back. He's 32, even though he has interest. Jordan Brooks, I need back. I need him. Go up to 6.5 here on his salary, and he does stay. And then Xavier McKinney can go. Nick Sierra can stay. Runyon, Arnold Ebiketie. Wow, it's a very chilled out class. Like, I didn't expect this. But John Runyon can walk. Nick Sierra can walk. I guess Xavier McKinney can come back. I would take the deal on him just because he's not old, but I gave him a 5-year deal. Nick Sierra is going to be worth way too much. Might as well trade him now. Trade him, Aaron Jones, John Runyon, Arnold Ebiketie away. I think that is the plan. All right, Arnold Ebiketie, a 5 and a future 4 will go ahead and give us Quinn Miners at guard. Done deal. We get Cam Akers, Uchi, and a second for Aaron Jones and John Runyon. Done deal. We get Alvin Kamara and Dalton Schultz. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Dalton Schultz yet. I think we might keep him, but yeah, man, major upgrades. Done deal. Travis Etienne and a second next year and a this year third gets us a next year first and a this year third for Jeremy Chin as well. Done deal. Jerry Sneed, 2 next year first for Jalen Johnson at 28 years old. Very stud-ish. Stud-like. I don't know. I like it. And J.C. Horn is literally perfect for what I'm trying to do. Cam Dantzler. And this year third, next year third for J.C. Horn, which will leave Tyson Campbell as our corner 3 and our slot corner. So Jalen Johnson and J.C. Horn will be a little bit undersized, and then Tyson Campbell in the middle, Troy Pride to play the fourth. Free safety, move C.J. Gardner Johnson there, and then strong safety Jeremy Chin, and then quarterback obviously Travis Whitaker, Alvin Kamara, Cam Akers, wide receivers still the same. Tight ends, we have Dalton Schultz now. And then on the offensive line, we got Quinn Miners is pretty much it. And then left outside linebacker would be Josh Uchi. And that is pretty much all that has changed with this team. And yeah, we come away with, I guess, a positive, I don't know, stint of a week. And actually taking a massive step back, totaling 5 total losses, more than last season, even though we went up in overall. So Travis Whitaker, another step back. He's not that great. 23 touchdowns is a little bit of a letdown. And Alvin Kamara was good on the team. So was Cam Akers. He was exceptional. Not great, but exceptional. Michael Pittman Jr., the only receiver over 1,000 yards, and that is only barely. TFLs, 12, 11, and 10. Good stuff from our interior. And whoever it was, I think it was Josh Allen. And then 10.5 from Josh Allen. Sacks-wise, Ed Oliver got inside pretty well. Brian Burns, 9. And then Bryce Huff had 5.5. So I don't know what's up with the numbers, but they seem kind of down. Could be the playbook, but I mean, I'm not sure. We're just not that great. Jacksonville offensive was not that great. Defense was still pretty good. So defense kind of kept us in our games. We'll go ahead and upgrade here. Play against the wild card Kansas City Chiefs. Didn't know we'd be playing them in a wild card matchup, but they're 11-6, a little bit better than us, and their overall is damn close. We'll see if we can come away with it though. We win 37-31. Now the very good in simulation Browns, we'll see if we can top them. We are almost 10 overalls better than they are, and we lose by 3. But yeah, I mean, what else do you guys want me to do, really? I mean, there is nothing else I can really do. So I didn't know, but Jeremy Chin's on the last year of his deal, and we won't be able to sign him back. We're apparently negative $9.2 million down in the cap. So, yeah, bye-bye Jeremy Chin, I guess. Done deal. Alvin Kamara dropped a lot in overall. Landon Dickerson is making way too much. So is Brandon Ayuk. We'll just trade them up and away and try to find ourselves some replacements for those guys. And that way we get out of this cap hand lock we were in, I guess. Cap lock we were in. I don't know how to say it. And we'll get the superstar safety, Max Pimpkins, for Bryce Huff, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and a 6th round pick. And this trade goes through. We'll trade a next year 1, or it could be this year 1. A 1 and a 5 and Dalton Schultz for another backup tight end and Jahan Dotson. I like that trade a lot. And yeah, who else better to bring in than Christian McCaffrey if we're trying to help out a young QB, right? So yeah, Christian McCaffrey will be on this team. And yeah, I mean, Ronald Jones, we don't have depth at running back anymore. But I can change that for sure. Done deal. A later first round pick. And then a tight end and Hughes. And you guys see Mike Onwenu is going to be gone. But needed to be. He's just old and very expensive. Done deal. And yeah, we're going to try to flip Robert Hunt for a tackle that we need. But we bring on another tight end. Trade away a tight end. Get a mediocre running back and Robert Hunt to turn into a tackle. Done deal. It doesn't show Robert Hunt there, but pretend that he's there. And then a left guard, 69 overall, and then a 4th for this guy. Done. So yeah, here's the updated team, probably for the last season of the rebuild. Chris Olave, Jahan Dotson, Michael Pittman Jr., Travis Whitaker, Christian McCaffrey, Drummond. Got still a pretty good offensive line. Then these tight ends are very good defensively. Pimpkins, of course, is the probably most valuable one, and then Jalen Johnson's here as well. So, yeah, and whoever the hell this guy is, yeah. So this will probably be the new look team. Probably don't look to make any different changes. J.C. Horn, of course, is here, and Tyson Campbell, hopefully playing the slot as well. He is, and then. Yeah, I say we get on with it. And we are down 4 overalls, but the team is still very solid and putting up numbers like it. We are 4-2 here at the midseason mark at week 8. I'm going to have to look at what sort of stats they're putting up and also what sort of players have to be re-signed because that can be a little rough sometimes. Travis Whitaker throwing not that great of some stats up on the board. Christian McCaffrey, good as always, should be, always. And then, yeah, I mean, very solid in the receiving department, everybody. doing their jobs. It's not bad. Defensively, TFL's Josh Allen leads the team. Brian Burns, Max Pinkins is actually getting in the backfield quite a bit. Brian Burns here as well, not much, but Max Pinkins, 1 interception. Devin Lloyd has 1. Uchi and Hughes. Brian Hughes, the rookie or like the second year guy. I don't even care to check any of that sort of deal. And then 9 players ready to negotiate kind of has me worried. But we have $146 million in cap room to sign these guys back. Where did we come up with that money? I don't know, and I don't care. We've got to sign some of these guys back to some deals. Brian Burns, I'll take till he's 33. Brian Hughes, sure, come on back, buddy. 5 years, we'll go 1.5, 500. Should definitely come back. That's a very good deal for him. Jalen Johnson, I want Ed Oliver over him. Probably 3 deals, same thing. Has interest in the team, probably just do this deal. Does stay with the team. JC Horns here, I want him probably for another 5. He'll be here until he's 33. Very veteran team we have. And any future deal needs to be what? Because I don't care. And then this is where the money's really going to go. 20 million, 11 million, probably go 20, 21 over 20. I need a... Oh my goodness, I hate this guy. Cameron Knox we don't need. Ezra Cleveland's here. Max Pinkins needs to come back. Very vital part of the team. I think that this deal will do it. We're just handing out contracts at this point. Wheeling and dealing. James Graham will have to sign with. Devon Hamilton, Josh Uchi. Lot of good contracts that are coming up here. Probably ends with Calebon Drummond. And then we go Josh Uchi probably for a couple more years. Devon Hamilton for 2 more years probably. James Graham probably need to negotiate with. Ezra Cleveland's 30. I'm down to keep until he's 33 if he takes kind of a shallow deal like this. No. Ezra Cleveland's getting traded. Done deal. Christian McCaffrey, Devon Hamilton, and Ezra Cleveland gone for a good new center, and Breece Hall, which is very solid. We just need an interior defensive lineman now. Done deal. We get this really young 24-year-old corner, defensive tackle presence, and a third for Quinn Miners, who we're going to have to replace, of course, and J.C. Horn, who will be traded up and out of here. It's a done deal. We're sending C.J. Gardner-Johnson away, but that's fine. We get a second and Russell, who we're going to have to trade for like a backup tight end, and then a replacement safety. So we should be okay. And C.J. Gardner-Johnson was at 30 years old. That's like regression time, so I didn't really want to watch him just collapse. Done deal for Kyle Hamilton, a second, Jacoby Russell, and a 6th just for Kyle Hamilton. And here's the new look team. I mean, defensively at least. Got some good studs everywhere. Got this new defensive tackle, Kyle Hamilton, and then this guy right here. And then specialists. I mean, all around very good stuff. Like to see that. Breece Hall here now as well. This new guard we got, and then this is our tight end room, I guess. So yeah, nothing special to really like emphasize on, but a lot of big changes. And then we'll look at players ready to negotiate over again, and look at who we have to sign. Obviously, Travis Whitaker is gonna be a chore and a half, but we'll get it done. Okay, I'm convinced that it's bugged. Travis Whitaker, I just offered him $25 million over 14. $25 million and a $14 million signing bonus over 5 years. And this mother trucker doesn't even acknowledge it. James Graham here as well. This might as well be bugged. I'm going to try to move this up to 3.5. Okay, no, he did. Because I offered him a very friendly deal, the guy that I was talking about. And somehow or some reason he didn't sign back. So I was convinced it was bugged for a second, but I mean, I don't even know what to do to get Travis Whitaker to sympathize with us. Okay, this is my final offer right here, right? $27 million, and this guy's not worth this much. Let me tell you. 15.5. I think me too. I think free agency would be great for you. I think someone should pay way too much for you. I'm going to try to sign Calebon Drummond back now. 5 years, 2.5, 1.5, And that leaves us the cap room to sign back Jalen Johnson anyways. He's go for that right there. I think I'll go for like a 11 or 12, 9.5, and then that should bring him back. And then we have $39 million, and then Travis Whitaker is not interested, and then the rest of these guys can walk for sure. I just don't know what we're gonna do. Well, like now that I think about it, I think that this will be like the last season of the rebuild, anyways. So I don't think we need to like re-sign a quarterback. But I was just curious, like what we could do that wise. We'll look at stats after the season is wrapped up and over. Travis Whitaker, 4,400s. I mean, finally starting to put up good numbers. Only 12 interceptions. That number still could go down. Brees Hall is very solid still. Keon Brown, when he got the ball, was actually exceptional for a backup and like a 78 overall, however much he is. Kyle Pitts, the only receiver over 1,000 yards. Chris Olave was there as well. Pretty well spread offense. And then a bunch of tackles going all over the place. And then 14 TFLs, 12 TFLs, 11 TFLs, 16, 8, and 6 sacks. So, 2 interceptions, by the way, for Josh Allen, too. Josh Uche got there. Max Pinkins did good. Brian Hughes, actually a ball hawk, playing in that fourth corner position. So, yeah, I mean, we're in the wild card. Let's see if we can beat the 9-8, 83 overall Patriots. Well, we went 11-6, and we're at 91 overall. Do barely skirt by them. We went 3 points up on them, 28-25, and that'll end up winning the game for us, which is good. Good. We're still getting it done, but we'll see what we can do here against the Denver Broncos in the divisional. We'll see here. If we win, we lose 42-10. So Travis Whitaker right here, 87, superstar development player. At this point, I'd be down to just franchise tag him. We have the money to do so, but I think I'll just let him hit free agency. I don't see why not. So, I mean, that should be a fun situation. And if we come away with this, like, a big win here and, like, a good offseason, then I might consider another season, but I don't know. And so these will be our two go-tos. This quarterback right here, Marvin Peterman. I mean, I'm down. He's making a lot of money, though. I can't even remember the deal I saw him. I think it was 27 and 14 over 5 years, so that's cool. We'll go ahead and process, see what we got here. Tomlinson, and then we did not get the quarterback, which is freaking crazy, considering we had the best deal on him by miles. But Pat Driscoll is still here. I mean, if he wants, we can get, like, other guys in here, but Kyler Murray's here, actually. That could be fun. Now, that could definitely be fun. His accuracies are good, better than this guy's. Throwing the runs better. I like this guy. I like myself some Kyler Murray. See what he wants to sign on for. I'm down for a little deal, like, 8.5, 6.5 maybe over 2 years should maybe get it done. We'll see what sort of number. Yeah, nobody else wants him. We'll take him. He'll be our starter for sure. I mean, I don't see why not. And at wide receiver, we could use a solid number 4. Quan McMichael here could be the guy. Joshua Palmer also could be. I'd probably be more interested in a guy further down the board that's a little less in age. So far, have not found that guy. Here he is. Artie Kitchens, sure. We'll look at this guy right here. Go 2.5, go down to 500 here. And that should be a really good deal for him. Targeted, yeah, he wants to come on to the team. I mean, who else do we have there? So Michael Pittman Jr., Jahan Dotson, Chris Olave, and then it'd be that Artie guy, Artie Kitchens, and then we don't really need anybody else. I mean, if this guy wants to come on, sure, because next best guy is not that great. So if we can go down to like a 1.5, 2.5 deal, and then still get him, I'd be more than okay with that for sure. This guy at the top here though looks good. Dulcich also here. Darren Waller, that's funny. We should be good pretty much everywhere else, but let's go ahead and process our deals. Kyler Murray, this guy, and Artie Kitchens. Go ahead and process all these deals. Go signings. We did get Kyler Murray and Artie Kitchens, and Rajon Sims is still here. We'll go one more time around, and we got that guy here as well. So that's good. Good off season. Good start to it. And I think we'll go another season. So, I mean, here's the team. It's still not bad. I mean, Brees Hall here as well is really good. But Kyler Murray come in and play a great role immediately. And then obviously have these top 4 receivers, which are very good. Kyle Pitts is still here at a 99 overall, been quiet. And then 2 stud tight ends behind him. And then defensively, I mean, look around. How can you say no to this defense? I mean, it's too good. And we have some salary cap to maybe upgrade at unlike a guy like Josh Uche, maybe. Maybe upgrade Tyson Campbell a little bit. Get him up. I mean, another guy like him. Maybe get a star defensive tackle as well. So we can definitely look around. We've got new picks to deal with as well. And we'll leave the offensive line. I think the offensive line is fun. And other than that, I mean, we are very solid. Done deal. We bring in the superstar X Factor defensive tackle for a first round next year. Hill and Tyson Campbell. And now we'll just need another cornerback that we can even take a couple of hits on. Like maybe take a second round pick and a second, maybe a third, and look for another player and try to upgrade at that. Maybe like grab a like 83, maybe 84 overall corner. And yeah, I probably should have made this a different pick, but we'll just go with a bad corner, 80 overall. Kind of big step down from Tyson Campbell. I really regret trading that second though, because we only have like a third, a fourth, and then I forgot who we were gonna trade. Josh Uche for a better outside linebacker, so that should be fun. And yeah, we'll just trade for Odafe Owe real quick. I mean, he's good right away, and this will definitely be our last season doing this. I mean, he may be 31 years old, but he's still a better upgrade than Josh Uche. So spent a bit of time on this for sure, and we'll look at the team now. I mean, it's not bad. Not a lot changed to this offense. I mean, I don't think anything did actually. Defensively though, a lot changed. We bring in Odafe Owe, this guy right here, and then this guy right here. I think that they should all be very solid. And we should have ourselves a good team with this one. And I mean, I'm pretty sure we can move Odafe to left outside linebacker because I'm pretty sure Josh Allen's already playing right. And it's a done deal, sending Michael Pittman back to the Colts after all this time, getting a superstar X Factor Whitfield guy. Devin Lloyd across for Durham and a 5th round pick in there somewhere. Done deal. We get this other middle linebacker that is actually one overall better than Devin Lloyd was. But now we're just back to needing a 3rd string tight end, which shouldn't be as good as I make it out to be because they don't play much at all. So I shouldn't be spending all this money on them because I traded mine away. So I'll go ahead and trade like 2/6 and find someone. Done deal. We send this backup free safety 2/6 for Max McLean. And yeah, I mean, I'd say that's a good start to a season. We're 6-1 right now. We just beat the Bills 28-24. Just go ahead and upgrade all these players right here, and then look at the statistics. We've been very good this season. Mathematically, what are we looking at? Kyler Murray, not bad, but not great. Definitely want better, but 1 interception is taking care of the ball, and we like that a lot. Breece Hall averaging 5 per carry is crazy good. And then Kyle Pitts, top of his game, 558 receiving yards. Jared Whitfield, the new Jag, just came in and going to go ahead and play well. Defensively, though, what are we looking at here? Defensively, Dontrell Blackstock, the guy that I got. Yeah, I mean, sack numbers are up for sure. I want to see what the defensive tackles. Where is that guy? This guy right here, Evan Wooden, only has 1, then 2.5 sacks. I mean, so far has not been worth what we paid for him. Or I guess, yeah, what we paid for him. So, we'll see what sort of second half of the season he can have along with the rest of the team and see if we can end ourselves into like the number 1 seed, maybe, possibly, I don't know. And yeah, I mean, it looks like we'll have the first round bye. We are 12-5. Very solid season for us. We still have cap room as well if we wanted to sign back and do another season. But yeah, if we get to the conference championship, then I will for sure jump in and try to make sure that we win. It's only fair. But we'll go ahead and advance the week. See who our matchup is. It is against the 9-8 Baltimore Ravens, who are 98 or an 88 overall. Very tough team, it looks like. But we're way better. We're a 92 overall on everything. Every single level, we're a 92 overall. Offense, defense, and overall. I can't count how many times I just said overall, but we will. We'll go ahead and move into the week, and we lose 59-21. Of course we do. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and try to re-sign all the players we can for fun. I'm not sure if it'll lead into another season, but we've got 19 contracts to negotiate. We're going to see what sort of big players are up here. Evan Wooden, Patrick Gennard, and Odafe Owe, Kyle Pitts, Josh Allen. But we have so much cap space to do all these deals. We're going to start with this guy right here, Jack McDonald, our center. We're going to start off by offering him good money, I guess. We'll do this, and then 3, he has interest in the team, should definitely come back. And he does. We'll be down to 130. I want this guy back as well. This guy needs to play very good. Has a lot of interest in the team. Should come back for this. What? That much interest in the team. Overpaid on him like hell. And still, just what? That is crazy. This guy, a lot of interest in the team. 29 will sign him onto a 3-year deal if we can land him. Go 3 over 2. And that's exactly the offer I want. That's the exact attitude I want. Kyle Pitts now. Man, he's 29 still. Can play very good football. We'll go 5 and then 12. Should sign back. I mean, that's a lot of money for him. But I will happily sign that. Josh Allen, he can stay here until maybe another 1-year deal. Boost his deal up quite a bit since he doesn't have interest in the team. Very cheap. Cheaper than I expected at a 82 overall. Oh my god, regression has hit him. I haven't even noticed. His numbers are still there, though. But we'll sign Ethan Dunn back on. Try to get him onto a big deal here. We'll go to $5 million and then 3.5. Should sign back. What the hell? Madden is broken with this. Cade York, the young kicker, still is considered young. 6 years, go 2.5. Sure. I don't care that he's only a kicker. And we'll sign him to that much. Odafe Owe can walk. Ethan Dunn will apparently walk too. So I wish I remembered to do this, but I think we're done anyways. Team was good for a long time. Just never actually ended up getting to the places that we needed to get. And that's what really screwed us over. But yeah, I guess we'll look at free agency. We'll act like we're going to go another season, and then if I actually feel like doing it, then we will. But Evan Wooden's here. I'm, of course, going to have to try to sign him on for a shit ton of money. I mean, way too much money. We'll go 9.5, 9.5 over 5 years. Should easily bring him back. I mean, I'm not sure. He has interest in the team, too. At quarterback, we still have Kyler Murray, right? Just to make sure we still have him. We do still have him. Don't need to bring Dak in or anything like that. And then at halfback here, we could actually bring in a guy like this. We've got the money to do so. Be a stud, stud second running back, right? So we'll try to do that. Wide receiver, nobody big there at all. Same here, nobody. And at left tackle is probably somewhere I want to bring someone in. 25-year-old, 82 overall with great stats on him. We'll do a big deal on him as well. Want him to come onto the team as we are missing our tackle. Not Larry May, but on the other side, I think we're missing our right tackle. Let me make sure we are. Yeah, Ethan Dunn, he's actually the top guy. I don't think we're missing any guards or anything. And yeah, if we're going all in, we're going all in. We're offering the top dollar on all these really good guys to upgrade the team and help us win. And hopefully we can sign most of them. I think we got all of them. And a couple of some good development players. But Evan Wooden's probably the most important one. And then Artie Burnett is going to come in and do well. Got a different left outside linebacker. I didn't even check to see what sort of player he is. We're going to check here. Where is it? Come on, keep going. Tackling is up quite a bit here. Power moves and finesse moves are down. So yeah, he's kind of a cover linebacker. So that's fun to see from him. And then we also got this left tackle that you guys know about. And then brought this guy on to rush the passer as well. I'm going to see what he does well. So apparently we've dropped a lot in overall. I'm assuming that Kyler Murray regressed quite a bit, maybe down to like a 75 overall or something bad like that. No, he's still an 81, so that's good. Whitfield's still developing. Chris Olave's starting to regress. John Dotson regressed. The rest of the offensive line, I mean, we're still pretty good on the offensive line. Defensively, though, outside linebacker, we're missing one outside linebacker. Well, I did sign this guy right here. Maybe he can go play right end, and then this guy can drop back to right outside linebacker. It all depends on who's the better athlete, though. This guy is definitely a, I mean, his block shedding's bad. I mean, power moves are up for him, but he'll definitely move back to, I think it was right outside linebackers, the one that we need to fill up. Because this guy is a, well, hang on. And this defense now, I mean, it looks pretty good, but it's ultimately not the greatest. Probably need to upgrade in the right outside linebacker category here. I mean, these guys all right here look good. Contreras is there. I mean, off the edge. We probably need a better edge player for sure. I think we should go for a better edge player and then also a better right outside linebacker. And yeah, we'll see what we can do though. And yeah, we get this X Factor Ben Riddick, I think his name was. Very solid guy, but now we're gonna need an outside linebacker. Done deal. Kyler Murray a second and Kincaid a cross for this like left outside linebacking stud. And yeah, now we're going to need a quarterback. Done deal. We get Kyler Murray back. Chris Olave has to go. He's regressing anyways. So I was actually able to sign all three of these guys in free agency, and now I'm looking to flip them for a good wide receiver and a guard. So what I think I'll do is I'll split them apart. I think I can go like this and then trade this for a guard. And then, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Done deal. We get Belichick on our team for John Madden, Long Porter in a fourth round, I guess. And yeah, so we'll trade Traylon Burks, who we also got in free agency, Ron Madden and Austin Turk for Philbin over here. And now our receiving room looks a little bit better than it did. At quarterback, we've got Kyler Murray running back. We got these two studs. Wide receiver, we got these guys right here. Not the best, but they'll do. And then at tight end, we need a better tight end 3, but I don't really care to address that right now. Our offensive line is full of good players. These guys, this guy, and then these guys are crazy in the middle, the second level of our field. And then we could probably use a better corner now that I'm looking at it. Patrick Bernard is regressing. Even though he is a superstar, we could probably pick up like an 85 overall somehow. So we'll figure it out. And we'll trade this fifth Grenard and backup receiver, like a fifth round or a fifth string receiver for this guy named Waller. And then we'll try to pick up a free agent and then trade the both of them for... You know the deal. Done deal. Just for an 84 overall corner, just send these guys off and away. And he's actually a superstar X Factor. I didn't even know that. So that's cool. And we'll trade Jahan Dotson, the backup linebacker, and the other linebacker for Chris Olave back again. We needed just a better, more stronger presence in the wide receiver room. And I think that bringing back Chris Olave does that. These two on the edge, and then Philbin, and then obviously Artie Kitchens. But now we have a hole at our middle linebacker 2 spot that we're going to have to try to fill. And yeah, so we just traded for the superstar X Factor, really young Felix guy, just using a bunch of free agents. So yeah, I mean, Madden's great. So here's the newest look at the team. Whitfield, and then Philbin, Chris Olave, I mean, the studs. Kyler Murray at quarterback's kind of a liability, honestly. And then these two at running back. And defensively, oh my goodness gracious, yeah. So this is our defense. I didn't know it was this good. Yeah, we are kind of in a really good spot. So, yeah, I guess that this does the job. So, yeah. That's crazy. We'll see how the team does. And at the end of this last season, we are 11-6, and I didn't even care to go to the midseason because I don't need to re-sign anyone, and I didn't care to check the stats. But I mean, we are really good, and once again, of course, 91 overall team. But like I said, I think that it's literally just the quarterback spot that's kind of weighing us down. Even though he had a really good season, Kyler Murray put together a stud season. 14 interceptions is a bit much, but Breece Hall, great season. Kyle Pitts, Whitfield, and Philbin all over 1,000 yards. Chris Olave got pretty close as wide receiver 4 on the team, I guess. Then defensively, I mean, we just let our players play. And tackles for loss, we had a lot of those for sure. Our defensive front is hard to go against. Brian Burns is still awesome, of course. And then Gordon Walden actually went for 10.5. Ed Oliver for 9. Ben Riddick for 9 as well. So we had a lot of very, very, very good production numbers, obviously. With this good of a team, our defense is actually worse than our offense for the first time, I think, ever. And you guys see all those new ability unlocked is because if we come here, look at the defense, you guys will understand. I mean, even the offense, I mean, it's still very good, but defensively, we have it's ridiculous looking at this. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say. I've never done anything like this right here, and that is crazy. And we'll see how we can do here in a team that we are nearly 10 overalls better than. My guess is we lose. So yeah, I was right. Anywho, we end on a great, like, listen, it's Madden. It's not us, it's Madden, alright? We built one of the best teams. We were good for so long. We were one of the best teams ever. We had one of the best dynasties going ever that never won any game. I mean, we made it. I think we made it to the Super Bowl once and lost, but we still have $63 million in cap salary or salary cap sap calorie. What? Okay, I'm a little done. I've been recording for 2 hours now. So just today. That is just today. This since I've been wearing this shirt. But anywho. I will, yeah, see you guys next time. It was a fun rebuild as always. And, yeah, see you guys next time.